important parts of the home buying process are inspections and appraisals. To protect their financial interest in a property, buyers should do both, to give themselves peace of mind they're making a smart buy. Inspections and appraisals serve two different purposes, but both provide the insights you need to avoid a big financial mistake. The main difference between an appraisal and an inspection is that the appraisal focuses on the home's value, while the inspection focuses on its condition. An appraisal is a professional evaluation of the market value of a property. It is typically conducted by a licensed appraiser, trained to assess a property's value based on various factors such as location, size, age, condition, and recent sales data for similar properties in the area. The purpose of an appraisal is to provide a fair and accurate estimate of the value of a property, which is useful for a variety of purposes, such as determining the selling price of a property. When a property is being sold, the lender and buyer may need to know the value of the property in order to determine an appropriate selling price. An appraisal can help establish a fair market value for the property, which can be used as a starting point for negotiations. Refinancing a mortgage. If a homeowner wants to refinance their mortgage, they may need an appraisal conducted on their property to determine its current value. The lender will use the appraisal to determine how much they are willing to lend to the borrower. Using a property as collateral. If a homeowner wants to use their property as collateral for a loan, such as a home equity loan, they may need to have an appraisal conducted to determine the property's value. The lender will use the appraisal to determine the loan amount they are willing to provide. Several factors are typically considered when appraising a home, including location. The property's location is often one of the most important factors in determining its value. Properties in desirable areas, such as good schools, low crime rates, and convenient access to amenities, tend to have higher values than properties in less desirable areas. Size. The size of the property, including the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, can also be a factor in its value. Generally, larger properties tend to be more valuable than smaller ones. Age. The property's age can also factor in its value. Newer properties tend to be more valuable than older ones, although this can vary depending on the property's condition and other factors. Condition. The property's condition is also important in determining its value. A property in good condition will generally be more valuable than one in poor condition. Recent sales data. The appraiser will also consider recent sales data for similar properties in the area in order to determine the value of the property being appraised. This can include information on the sale prices of comparable properties and any features or amenities that may have influenced the sale prices. Ultimately, the most important factor in appraising a home is providing a fair and accurate estimate of its value based on a thorough analysis of all relevant factors. This will depend on the specific circumstances of the property and the local real estate market. On the other hand, a home inspection is a thorough examination of the condition of a property. It is typically conducted by a professional home inspector, who looks for any issues or defects in the property that may need to be addressed. The purpose of a home inspection is to provide the buyer with a better understanding of the property's condition and to identify any potential issues that may need to be addressed before closing the sale. A home inspector will typically examine the following components of a property during a home inspection. Roof. The inspector will check the roof's condition, including the shingles, flashing, and gutters. They will look for any signs of damage or wear and will note any repairs that may be needed. Foundation. The inspector will examine the property's foundation to ensure that it is in good condition and is not experiencing any issues such as cracks or settling. Electrical and plumbing systems. The inspector will check the electrical and plumbing systems to ensure they are functioning properly and up to code. This includes checking outlets, switches, and circuit breaker panels for any issues, and checking the water heater, pipes, and fixtures. The inspector will check the heating and cooling systems to ensure that they are in good working order, and are safe. This includes checking the furnace, air conditioner, and other related equipment. Visible structural elements. the inspector will examine the visible structural elements of the property, such as the walls, floors, and ceilings, to ensure that they are in good condition and are not experiencing any issues. Other issues. The inspector may also look for any signs of water damage, pest infestations, or other issues that may need to be addressed. Overall, the purpose of a home inspection is to provide the buyer with a better understanding of the property's condition and to identify any potential issues that may need to be addressed before closing the sale. The inspector will provide a written report detailing the inspection results, which the buyer can use to negotiate any necessary repairs or credits with the seller. To sum it all up, while an appraisal and inspection both involve evaluating a property, they serve different purposes and are conducted by different professionals. An appraisal is primarily concerned with determining the value of a property, while an inspection is focused on identifying any issues or defects that may need to be addressed. It is important for homeowners and buyers to understand the difference between these two processes and the role that each one plays in the real estate process. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel for more real estate tips and insights.